Yu-Gi-Oh! Is arguably one of the hardest trading card games to get into. With a huge variety of cards available, it can be confusing to new players as to where they should start and what they should buy. Competitive duelists can use online resources, such as eBay, to their advantage to buy the cards they need to build the decks they want. But sometimes it's just more fun to open packs yourself, especially when the stars align and you get that one card you've been searching for to complete your deck, or that one big money competitive card that everybody is after. Inspired by the likes of Nim Nim, Rev's cards, and Oh That's Spicy, join me as I start my own sealed only adventure. As the title of this video suggests, this will be the last but one episode of this series. The reason for this is when I was researching a product to buy to continue the series, I had found out that one of the products, Dual Power, is very hard to find now and is priced at £34.90, which is over my budget of £30 a week. Dual Power is a very important set to us as it provides cards like Cyber Dragon Naxter, Galaxy Soldier, Infinite Impermanence, and Evenly Matched, and only one of those cards we have seen so far, and considering we need multiple, we'd have to buy quite a few of that product. These cards are super important to the Cyber Dragon strategy also, so we can't really play without them at a competitive level, which was the whole reason of starting this series, as I wanted a new deck to play competitively. There were rumours about Cyber Dragon Naxter being reprinted, however I still need Galaxy Soldier, Infinite Impermanence, and Evenly Matched for the deck. Considering with Infinite Impermanence being reprinted in Dual Overload, that still leaves me with half the cards I'd still have to locate from other sets. There was another hurdle we had faced also, however. As I mentioned it before in the series, Machine Duplication. This card can only really be obtained from Legendary Collection 3, and this set retails at £30 and is not guaranteed from that set either. So I decided not to play in my original deck list. So I was already sort of playing with a handicap with this series. So far in this series also, I have spent £298.55. According to Yu-Gi-Oh! Top Decks, the average is $253.75, or £201.90. Yikes! However, I have really enjoyed this series and learned a lot about editing and YouTube, and really want to continue making videos. Episode 10 will be the finale to this series, and like the rest of this episode was recorded before this part of the video. I will include the packet opening and a little showcase of the cards I have pulled from this series, and work out if what I had spent saw a return in the value of cards I had pulled. I do plan on completing this deck, however, after the 10th episode, and there will be a video showcasing the deck profile. And when regionals do resume, you can bet I'll be taking Cyber Dragons. Anyway, the rest of this video is the pack opening and the deck profile I did for this episode. So I hope you enjoy the opening at least. The 10th episode will also be on the 17th of June, with the completed Cyber Dragon deck profile being on the 1st of July, provided I can get the cards in time, as I still need to order them.
Welcome to week number 9 of the Sealed Only Challenge. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of stuff to open in this episode. Since I'm doing an episode every 2 weeks, I thought we'd increase the budget to £45 for every 2 weeks. Everything you see here came to £44.60. Just to give a general breakdown, the Duvo was £23.90. The structure deck was £7.95, I believe. Ignition Assaults were £2.20 each, so they came to £11. And the one pack of Bricks of Shadow I still have left is £1.75. So I'm going to open up the Duvo, get all the packs out, and open up the structure deck. And I'll cut to when we have everything open. So I got everything out of the packaging. As you can see, I've taken the seal off the Shador structure deck. I'm not going to talk too much about this structure deck, just because I'm only after a few cards from here. For personal other decks, as well as a few only cards for the actual Cyber Dragon deck. So as you can see, I'm just pulling out a few cards here, and I'll discuss those in a little bit. Okay, I believe that's everything that we actually need from this structure deck. Okay, so as I said, I've got a few cards here on the side for my own personal collection, but the cards I did pull out, I will probably most likely be using in the actual Cyber Dragon deck. So we got Twin Twisters, an upgraded version of MST, and I can actually get resources into the graveyard with this card. So I'm probably going to put that in the main. We got the Instant Fusion, because we can actually Instant Fusion out the Rampage Dragon and normal summon a Cyber Dragon Drei to go into Nova very easily, so probably going to be used in the deck. Foolish Burial, I can take out the Machina Fortress, even though it's been fairly decent for us. Electromagnetic Turtle, this was used back in the day in quite a lot of Cyber Dragon decks. And Lost Wind, I may actually use this just as a really good trap card, because we do have quite a lot of trap cards in our deck. I'm just going to put them to the side. As you can see, we've got a load of packs. Just to sort of like explain the reason why I've got so many IGAS packs as well, is because I'm actually going to try to go for the Lightning Storm, because obviously this is a go in second deck. We want something to really break our opponent's board. So I'm just shuffling these packs up, just so we got a little bit of randomness to it on what we actually open. In fact, I'm going to put all the common cards in one pile and go through all the cards that we get later on. So, first pack here, we've got Dual Overload. Hey, Dean Gearsu, that's a really cool card to pull. Don't think I've actually got one of those in my own collection, so not too bad. Because we got so many packs, I'm going to speed through this a little bit. The Attic Mystic Fusion card is also in the Ignition Assault pack, so that'd be something great to pull if we can get it. We got another Ultra, well, one Ultra, Dion at Ignister. Something I was actually going to build before, but decided not to just because mine was still quite expensive. However, it has been reprinted in Dual Overload, but I don't think the deck is really doing much at the moment anyway. So we got our one rare and our one super. Of course, rares no longer being a thing in traditional packs. So put the commons there we want. Dual Overload stuff up there. Any ultra rares, supers, ultras, anything else there. Comically, the Breakers of Shadow is actually going to be the last pack we pulled. I've been following Rare's cards, as you guys know. This is really inspired from him. And he's actually managed to pull a Rampage and Jizukiru from the Breakers of Shadow. So he's been... Oh, nice. So we got Rarity Bump for the Cybernetic Overflow. Very nice indeed. Daigusto Emerald, really another good card there. Wow, that was a pretty decent pack. So I got the Overflow, which was be a nice Rarity Bump. I may even take it in and play at 2 anyway. Got Daigusto Emerald, which is pretty cool. So far, this episode's pack opening has been pretty decent. Let's see if we can keep that going. We got the Sahasrara pack here, so I can hopefully pull my 10E card and show you guys a deck profile. Another MST. I'm happy about that, actually, because we wanted to rarity bump our MSTs. Okay, so let's have a look what we got in this one. Another Ceravus. Did actually manage to put in some work, so pulling another one, I'm not too... I'm quite happy about pulling another one. Okay, so what we got here? Sky Striker AC, very nice. Double Evolution Pull, and... saw a trap, I thought it might be Impermanence. Kind of just hoping myself that was. Okay, so another IGAS. Can we actually pull a Lightning Storm? That'd be amazing. Or even just a Prismatic would be really cool. Okay, so we got... what XCs? I think it's the... Time Thief XCs. Super. Okay, 4 packs left. Unless there are some major changes going forward as well, I'm probably not going to include duels just to make the video shorter as well. I will still keep a deck profile after the opening. But yeah, I'm not going to add any duels, I don't think, in the episodes, but I may change that later. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is the last pack of Dual Overload. What can we pull? It's a light. Nah. I was really hoping for the Verte Anaconda, but I can't be too dismayed by what we have pulled from Duvo. Okay, last pack of the Ignition Assault. We haven't pulled the Fusion, and we're not going to. Okay, and our very last pack, the Breakers of Shadow. Can we pull a Super Rampage or a Jizukiru? I do have the Mechanized Mayhem Structure deck for next week. Or next 2 weeks, I should say. Next episode. That's easier to say. So we can actually get a guaranteed Jizukiru, but a rare Jizukiru. Wow, we actually got Gadala, which is a nice kaiju, and the Buster Whelp. So unfortunately, we didn't get everything that we wanted, but we got some nice cards for sure. Got quite a lot of cards to add into our deck, and some cards that I wanted personally myself. Anyway, we did actually manage to pull an Ultra as well from IGAS. Can't complain. My luck has been pretty decent in pulling Ultras and Secrets, just not the Ultras and Secrets that we actually want for our deck. Got some nice cards from Duvo as well. As I said, I really would have liked the Verte Anaconda, another Impermanence, and cards like that to really make our deck a lot stronger. Anyway, I'm going to take these cards now and have a look at our Cyber Dragon deck. We'll make some changes, and I'll give you a deck profile on EDO Pro. Okay, into this week's deck profile. I think rather than using EDO Pro, since I've got the lighting sorted, I'm just going to do a deck profile with actual cards here in front of us. As you can see, I've laid out the monsters ready. As you can see, we're still playing the 3 Cyber Dragons, 3 Cyber Dragon Core, and 3 Vier, and 3 Drei. Still playing 2 Eltanin and 2 Solar Windjammer. Also, 2 Cyber Dragons that I couldn't see that there. And the 1 Nibiru that we do have. Hoping to pull some more Nibirus from Gold Sarcophagus Tains. Hoping to change the Solar Windjammers when we get the Galaxy Soldiers. And hoping to change the Zwei and Drei for Naxters and Hertz when we do eventually pull those cards. So I'm just going to pick up all the monsters real quick now. Cut and have all the spells ready in front of us. Okay, so I managed to get all the spells and traps somewhat in the frame. Just going to adjust it a little bit there. So, as you can see, we've got so many one-offs in this deck, which is quite unfortunate. Hopefully we'll be able to pull more cards like the Cyber Emergency here from the Dual Overload set, as well as a Dark Ruler No More from the Gold Sarcophagus Tains, and more Infinite Impermanence from Dupo would be nice also. But just going to the profile, still playing the 3 Super Polymerizations, 2 Evolution Burst, 2 Overload Fusion, and 2 Power Bond. The rest of the one-offs you can see there. Just going to go into the extra deck next. And we have the extra deck here in front of us. Not many changes. To be honest, looking at this extra deck, I think it's nearly complete now. We just need cards like the Cyber Dragon Seeger and another Infinity and a few other bits. We would like to have another Mega Fleet. However, I'm not going to buy another of the Legendary Dragon decks just for Mega Fleet. I believe it is getting reprinted in the Armageddon set coming out soon. So I might try my luck and get a few or one more from that set anyway. But yeah, the extra deck's nearly complete, I say. And let's go over into the side next. Okay, as you can see, only one real change to the side deck, that being the Twin Twisters we pulled. Would like to pull another 2 of those from somewhere over the MST, but at least we got 2 shiny MST to use now, and the Shadol package. Unless this side deck has any major changes, I'm probably not going to show the side deck moving forward.